Hey guys, Ryan on UFC here. Gonna throw out my fight predictions for UFC Fight Night Live, Shields versus Ellenberger. Um, just want to start off by saying I really don't like when the UFC just has like an outline for someone's picture. Like three of the undercard fights, they don't have a picture of the fighter. I mean, I don't even know who Lulo is, but they got a picture of the guy and they have a video of him throwing strikes. They also have a video of, Dunham throwing strikes, even though he's a submission guy. So I really think, I mean, if the UFC does the research and they're like, this guy needs a debut fight, this guy's got a chance of making it in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, they should really at least get a picture of the guy, at least get a couple stats of his last two fights. You know, that way everyone knows, oh, this is a striker, it's a submission guy, he's a wrestler. At least, you know, have an idea without doing a whole bunch of research yourself. Think if you're the leader in the organization like UFC is, they're like, you know, by far the biggest organization. They should have, like, at the bare minimum, a picture of the fighter, the guy that's making the debut. I don't really know any of these guys on the undercard, so I'm really not going to throw out any predictions because it's really a shot in the dark. It was Stone versus Walker. I'm going to take Walker. Why not? Riddle, I think they made Matt Riddle a star on The Ultimate Fighter. He hasn't done too well since the show. I think he's 1-1, so they're just giving him kind of a guy to dominate. They're giving him a guy who's, I guess, making his debut. So I'm gonna take Riddle in that fight because I know that's what the UFC wants. But you know what, if he gets upset and he gets kicked out, it's whatever. Dunham versus Bailey. I think Dunham's going to pull out this submission in this fight. It's going to be a real tough fight for him, so I'm going to say like second or third round. Wait for Bailey to get tired. McKenzie versus Rocha. McKenzie, Mr. Guillotine. That's pretty much his one move. The good thing is Rocha's a decision fighter. So McKenzie has 3 rounds to pull off the guillotine, or the McKenzie team, whatever he calls it. And Roach has got 3 rounds to pretty much not get guillotined. Man, I'm just going to take Rocha in this fight because anybody who has a couple fights in their belt pretty much isn't going to get, you know, McKenzie teamed. He's pretty much a one-trick pony. I don't know if he's really been developing himself. It's going to be exciting to see if he's like, you know, a much more well-rounded fighter. But my guess is that he's not, you know, being from Alaska and everything. So, you know, maybe Rocha can beat him and make a name for himself instead of McKenzie, you know, being the name from the Ultimate Fighter. Also from the Ultimate Fighter, we have Brookins. I'm going to take Brookins in this fight because that guy is incredible. Winner of the Ultimate Fighter. He's just fighting, you know, pretty well-rounded guy, and I think that he has the tools to beat pretty much anyone. He's gonna take him a couple more fights to really get a legitimate shot at the belt, but I am definitely taking him in his fight. Alan the Talent Belcher versus Jason McDonald. I'm gonna take Belcher in this fight, but I've been very disappointed in this guy. Because he really, when he came into the UFC, he was so strong. He was the talent Belcher. And lately, I've just felt like he's just been phoning it in and losing. Like, man, if Belcher shows up and he like lives up to Alan the Talent Belcher, he will win this fight. Because Jason McDonald is a marquee fighter. If you beat him, good, you're good. If you don't beat him, I mean, you're pretty much garbage as far as the UFC is concerned. So I really want Allen to win. I think he's going to show up, and I think he's going to win. Court McGee versus Yang. Court's going to walk all over this guy. That's my prediction. I stand by my word. Court McGee is the hardest worker. Out of all the guys on The Ultimate Fighter, won the show, he just works so hard, and he deserves it. So I'm giving him my vote by far. I'm working on to the final finale. Man, Ellenberger, Ellenberger's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of skills, but Shields is just the man. Shields, he had the title fight. He really showed up for that fight. I'm going to give him the edge. He's got my vote. Think it's going to be a really good fight. Think it's going to push on to the second and third round. Whether or not Shields gets the finish, I doubt it. But he will win this fight. And those are my predictions. Love them or hate them.